Hey, what's up guys? This is David Benjamin from AcneErasingSecrets.com. Today I want to talk a little bit about hydration, water, and why it's so important to drink enough water, but then to also make sure the quality of your water is at a higher level so that you're not getting the negative effects of today's kind of modern water in today's world, unfortunately. So, in my opinion, it's very important to understand the quality of water because water is something that when you have a higher quality water, and you're drinking water that's pure, that's fresh, that's closest to what it would be like in nature, you get the most benefit from it. Unfortunately, in today's modern world, we desanitize water, we add chlorine to water, we add fluoride to water, there's heavy metals in the water because water is stored in metal tanks and then it's through high pressure put through metal pipes. So lead, mercury, aluminum, all these different things can kind of seep into the water. And by the time you get the water at the tap, tap water, your water isn't as pure as it should be. So really ideally the healthiest water is spring water. Not spring water in plastic bottles because BPAs will leak into the water from the plastic bottles. So getting water from spring water is great, from a great spring water source. But if you don't live close to a spring, which most of us don't, unfortunately, it's important to filter your water and to get water that is beneficial for your health. So people have asked me before, where do you get your water? How do you filter your water? And all I've found before was really high-priced filters that cost $500, $1,000, $2,000 or more. And it's kind of frustrating because I wanted to find something that was cheap, that was reasonable, that I could afford, that you could afford, that anyone could afford to really get healthy water that will hydrate their body and give their body, your body what it needs to be healthy. So when it comes to acne, being dehydrated is a big issue. But then if you start drinking more water, if you start drinking more tap water, for example, you're drinking chlorine, you're drinking fluoride, you're drinking heavy metals. And all these different things are causing your body issues at the same time. So, for example, chlorine is corrosive. I'm sure if you swam in a pool before, you kind of feel the texture of your skin is kind of rough and kind of like harder, if you will, after swimming in a chlorinated pool, as opposed to swimming in a lake or the ocean. Your skin feels soft. That's because chlorine is a corrosive kind of hardening agent, and that causes the skin, hair, and nails actually to age prematurely, and it slows down the healing of those things. So because it's corrosive, it slows down the healing process, which is not good if you have acne or acne scars or anything really. It's just better for health to speed up the healing process, not slow it down. So chlorine, whether it's from your shower or from the water you drink, that's not good. Fluoride, there's two kind of thought processes on this, but it can be a pineal gland issue, a thyroid issue, endocrine disruptor, cause blood sugar imbalances, cognitive issues, all sorts of issues. Really, some people say it's good for your teeth, some people say it's not, and it's a toxin. I would say, no one's ever gone to the doctor and the doctor said, you have a fluoride deficiency, we're going to get you on some fluoride pharmaceuticals right away. So I think it's better to avoid it just to be safe, because in nature the levels of fluoride are much, much, much lower, a ton lower than what they add to the drinking water, like by 7 times or so. So it doesn't make sense to me. I would say it's better to avoid it. And then last but not least, you have heavy metals, because water is brought to you with metal pipes, and then you have the metal tanks, and there's a lot of pressure, and metal corrodes over time, especially when chlorine is in the water, and these different things. So the metals will seep into the water. So heavy metal toxicity in the body is a huge issue. It's very, very commonly linked to hormonal imbalances. So heavy metal toxicity in the water is not good, whether once again it's coming from your shower or your drinking water. So I found something, thankfully recently, after searching for literally like 2 or 3 years, that removes 99.99% of chlorine, 90% of fluoride. It's not 100%, but it's 90%, which is still really good. 97.5% of lead, 98% of mercury, and 96% of chromium-6. So it removes chlorine, fluoride, and then several heavy metals. And the great thing about it is it's a picture, and it's called Clearly Filtered. And I'll put the link to this picture right below this video so you can read more about it and pick it up if you want one. But basically, I believe it's $60. And all that you do is you take this little filter out, and then you flush it with this thing right here. You flush it out with tap water for like 3 minutes, and then you basically put the water in here. You just put your tap water in there, you know, like your sink, and let it run through there, and then it slowly seeps out the bottom and goes into here. And then you have filtered water that's free of fluoride, free of chlorine, and then free of those heavy metals that I mentioned. And I think it's super important because the water that your body runs off of is kind of like fuel. So if you have you know, gas for your car and you add some like dirt to it or some chemicals and you put it in your car and you expect that to run just as well as like a high octane fuel from a race car, it's just not the same thing. So drinking high quality water is really important. And one thing that I noticed is when I started using a shower filter, I noticed that right away my skin felt much softer, and even my hair felt softer as well. My skin and hair, I could notice the difference in how soft they were. The water wasn't as hard. The water was softer, it was more gentle on my skin, and it's really good for your skin to have both a shower filter and a pitcher to filter the water of the impurities and contaminants. And we don't even know what else is in our water, so it's just good to have a filter because it could remove some of those other things as well that get into water. Because unfortunately in today's world with all the chemicals and environmental pollution, all these different things, it's important to filter and remove these things. And hopefully we can live in a world someday where we don't need filters and purifiers and all these different things, because we'll just live greener and we won't pollute our own environment, which pollutes our health, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. But anyway, so I will link to this picture right below this video, as well as a link to a shower filter that I use, and hopefully that helps you out a little bit. For me, I've noticed that when I change the quality of my water, when I start drinking different water, my energy levels change. You'll notice a texture difference in your skin if you do both the shower and drinking. You'll notice a difference in your the texture of your skin for sure, and you'll just feel better, and it's just much healthier for you and healthier for your skin to help clear it up faster. So this is David Benjamin from AcneRacingSecrets.com. Make sure to get your free clear skin training videos at AcneRacingSecrets.com as well. So check out AcneRacingSecrets.com. I made some new free clear skin training videos. Get those videos. I'll put the link to the picture below and the link to more information on the shower filter. So hopefully this helps you out on your journey to clear skin. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, leave your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day. Bye.